I'm thinking you've got two plays, 424 years apart. When Aideen came to you and explained all this, did it make sense to you? Did you think this is a little bit crazy? How do we do this?
I think a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. I think figuring out like the nights who's performing when, but I think it was exciting as well to see what the other group did.
Now I did take a guess, but I know I'm totally wrong. What are your names again?
Nicole.
Maisie. Faye. Brooke.
Nice. So we have two of you are in the Shakespeare play, two of you are in the modern play. The modern play is written somewhat basically by you guys, by the cast. Was there sort of thinking behind how do we go about this? How do we put together a play? I don't know what sort of process was involved.
Well, we started with one skit that we did one day. Like it was like a quick, you had to think on the spot, and then we thought of a game show hosted by criminals, and we kind of all built it from there. We all put in our own ideas.
Yeah.
So it's like GB News over in England.
For sure.
Yeah. So when it came to Shakespeare, here's somebody who has had a few productions done before. Did you feel the need to, I'm going to go and try and find lots of examples of Twelfth Night on YouTube and all that, or did you feel, well no, we'll just go with Keane the director, what he feels is the right way to do this?
I feel like our Twelfth Night is a very modern take on the play, with the humour and the costumes and like the music in it. But yeah, I think we just went with like kind of a bit of both. I personally looked up like actors doing Orsino so I could just get a feel for the character, but I do like trust what Keane says and his like creative views on it.
I don't know if you felt the same way or whether there was...
Yeah, I watched the recording of it, the original Shakespearean version, and we're kind of just taking the original and making it more modern friendly.
Well, would this be something, I don't know, from an actor's point of view, Shakespeare is sort of seen as the gold standard of this is how drama is written, this is the beginning of how this whole profession, almost this is the beginning of it. Does that all come into your head? Do you feel you're dealing with something very sacred and you have to be very, very reverent, or do you just try to have fun with what you have in front of you?
I mean, you definitely want to keep the original like soul of the character, I suppose, because he wrote them so well, but it's also about like having fun with it.
Now we should say with Infernal Affairs, this is something that is brand new. It is basically a comedy. Were there reference points? Were there ways for you to get into the mindset here? I don't know if Aideen suggested to go and look at anything or read anything to get into the right frame of mind.
Well, personally for me, my character is Hell's receptionist. I think when you think of Hell, you don't think of nice people. You know, you think of like mean, quick, like obnoxious people that don't really like arrogant. So for me, my reference was Margot Robbie in The Wolf of Wall Street because of her Brooklyn accent. I wanted to like copy that and her attitude and implement it into my character. What about you, Nicole?
Did you just go with somebody in your family, or?
I kind of just went. So my character obviously is a news person and like kind of like a co-op person to the TV people. So she's always trying to get her say in there and her word, but like it doesn't really work her way. Same as Rick and Sally, the other TV news people, are always kind of arguing, so it doesn't really work her way. So she doesn't really get a word in. So I'm kind of thinking, kind of like, you know, let's say when you're trying to get like a word in when you're in a group of like 20 like people, like in like a discussion based class, you can't get your word in.
Right.
It's kind of where like the inspiration kind of came from.
And you know, everybody in TV is evil as well, so that helps, because you know, if you look at any TV show or anybody in that world, they are. If you've ever been to the Ireland AM studio, so I'm thinking acting itself as a career, it's ridiculous. Like it is one of those things where you've no control over what happens to you. You've no idea what will be successful and what won't. At this point early on, are you guys just in this for fun, or is there a hope and a plan that I could actually do this later on in life as well?
I would like to go into acting. Obviously, I feel like I have a really good connection with acting since I've been doing it since from such a young age. I would love to like see my future in acting someday, maybe.
I don't know if you feel the same, or?
I'm not looking as mainly a career, but no matter like what I do want acting to be there. Even if it's just a hobby, I would like to stay in it.
Right. Maisie, I don't know if you feel the same way, or?
I feel like same. If you know, my goal, if psychology doesn't work out, then this is probably my number 2 because it's been so successful and enjoyable, and yeah.
I just noticed, by the way, you've all drifted apart. Get over there, you just like I picture. Sorry. I'm a director, so you're going to get that on sets.
I would love to do acting, obviously, but obviously I'd like to go to college and get a degree so I have a plan B if it fails.
So we're opening on April 4th. It's running till the 6th. I don't know if you guys get nervous. I don't know whether you just sort of look forward to it in a way that you know you're going to have fun. You know you're going to be able to put all this work out there on the stage. How do you feel as it approaches? It's not that far away now.
I'm like a bit, it's nerves mixed with excitement because I'm obviously really excited to play this character who I've been like, I've read 12th Night before, so I loved the character Orsino, and I'm just really happy to get to play this character. There's a bit of nerves there as well because like it's just a really big production.
Right.
I'm really excited, honestly. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Cool.
Well, performing in the World Theatre every single time, it's like you just get filled with some sort of like adrenaline, like being on stage, and it's going to be really exciting, but I'm also extremely nervous because this play has never been performed before. We're the first people to, so you know, there's a bit of sense of unknowing there, but I'm looking forward to making it happen, you know?
You're only going up against Shakespeare. It isn't a big comparison. He hasn't proved himself yet. So, you know, for you, I don't know if it's a nervous thing or a joyful thing or...
I really enjoy acting and I really enjoy putting on plays, so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm a bit nervous at the same time.
Now, we should say, Maisie, you've written some music for the play, I think, as well?
Yeah.
So, your name is Maisie Gray. There's a 57-year-old R&B singer in Ohio who's a little bit nuts, but she did a great album in 1997. She's called Maisie Gray too. Do you want to get in touch with her? Maybe there might be a mix-up with royalties. Will she get your checks? Like there could be a whole...
Yeah, I could send her my autograph.
I think you should. I think just to make sure, and of course, as I said, it is a very tough business, so you don't want her to muscle in and suddenly she's claiming responsibility. I will say very, very good luck. We'll put the link to all the tickets and all that above, and we look forward to seeing you all April 4th, 5th and 6th.
Thanks so much.
Coley Billy.